Assalamu alaikum and welcome to our Arabic class. This is the 22nd lesson of the series Durusul Lughatiyah. الدرس الثاني والعشرون lesson 22 Hamidun Tabibun. Hamid is a medical doctor. وزوجته مدرسة, and his wife is a teacher. Ismu'a Aminatu. Her name is Amina. Hamidun la'u arba'atu abna'in. Hamid has 4 sons. Hum Hamzatu wa Uthman wa Ahmad wa Ibrahim. They are Hamza, Uthman, Ahmad, and Ibrahim. Ahmad wa Hamzatu talibani. Ahmad and Hamza are students. Ahmad talibun mujtahidun. Ahmad is a hard-working student. Wa Hamzatu talibun kaslan. And Hamza is a lazy student. Qala Yusuf said, Indi khamsatu aqlamin. I have 5 pens. Hadha qalamun ahmar. This is a red pen. Wa hadha qalamun azraq. And this is a blue pen. Wa hadha qalamun akhdar. And this is a green pen. Wa hadha qalamun aswad. And this is a black pen. Wa hadha qalamun asfar. And this is a yellow pen. When you say asfar, you mean yellow. When you say azraq, you mean blue. When you say ahmar, you mean red. And when you say akhdar, you mean green. And black simply means aswad, black. Qalat Zainabu. Zainab said, Indi manadilu kathira. I have many handkerchiefs. That is, she has plenty handkerchiefs. Hadha abyadu. This is white. Abyad means white. Wa hadha asfar. And this is yellow. Yellow means asfar. Wa hadha ahmar. And this is red. Ahmar means red. Wa hadha azraq. And this is blue. Blue in Arabic language means azraq. Qalat laha Fatima. Fatima said to her, Aindaki min dilu akhdar. Do you have a green handkerchief? Aindaki min dilu akhdar. Do you have a green handkerchief? Qalat. Then she replied, Ma indi min dilun akhdar. I don't have a green handkerchief. Qala Talha. Talha said, Indi mafatihu kathira. I have many keys. Mafatih is the plural form of miftahun, which means a key. Hadha miftahul ghurfa. This is the room key. Wa hadha miftahul haqiba. And this is the bag key. Wa hadha miftahu sayyara. And this is the car key. Fi baladina masajid wa madaris kathira. In our town, there are many masjids and schools. Wa fanadiq qalilan. And few hotels or few boarding house. Fanadik is the plural form of funduk, which means hotel or hostel or boarding house. A'ula'i atibba'u, are these people medical doctors? La, no. Hum mudarrisuna, they are teachers. Hum ulama'u kibbar, they are big scholars. Mamnu min as-sarf are those names that are prohibited having kasra at the last letter. Mamnu simply means prohibition, that is forbidden. It is prohibited for these names to have kasra at the last letter, that is the last letter of these words will never take kasra. Whenever they come in place of having kasra at the end, they will never take the kasra. This is what they call mamnu min as-sarf. Anwa'ul atiya min al-asma mamnu min as-sarf. These types of names that follows are prohibited from taking kasra. The first type of names that are prohibited to have kasra are names of females. You say, an Aishata radiyallahu anha qalat. So you say, an Aishata. You don't say, an Aishati. Meanwhile, an is also part of the huruful jarri, that whenever they come before a name, the name should have kasra at the last letter. So this is the prohibition on the female names. Like when you say an khadijata, you don't say an khadijati. It is wrong to say khadijati in this position. Or an aishata, it is wrong to say an aishati. It is wrong. And Maymunata, from Maymuna, like when you narrate a hadith from Maymuna, you say an Maymunata, an Khadijata, an Aishata, and Zainaba. Any female name should come with fatha instead of kasra. This is the first rule. Let's see examples. The scholar said number 1, Zainabu, Maryamu, Fatima, Aishatu, Makkatu, Juddatu. Juddatu simply means alama, that is sign or a mark. If you note here, you will find out we have Zainab, Fatima, Maryam, Aisha. These are ladies' names, and also we have names of places. It is prohibited to have kasra on them. Instead of kasra, you put fatha. And the second one are the names of men, but that has similarity with female names. That is, they look feminine. These names look feminine. Like Hamzatu. Hamza is a man name, but it looks like a female name because it has the ta marbut. So this scholar listed Hamzatu, Usama, Muawiyatu, Walahatu. These are men names, that is male names, but they look feminine because they have the ta at the end. So for this reason, you don't put kasra on these names whenever you see similar names or any of these names. If they come in place of having kasra, you instead of kasra introduce fatha on them. For the third type of names that are in the category mamnu min as-sarf are Uthmanun, Affanun, Sufyan, Marwan, Nu'man, Kaslan, Jaw'an, Atashan, Shaba'an, Mala'an. Because they have alif as the second to the last letter, and also the last letter is nun. So if this condition is met, then definitely the name will be among the mamnu min as-sarf. that is among those names that you don't give them kasra. Instead of kasra, you put fatha on them. The next category of names that are among the mamnu min as-sarf are those names that has similarity with verbs. In Arabic language, word is divided into three categories. We have ismun, that is a noun, names. We have fi'lun, that is verb, that is fi'l. And we have harfun, which is letters. So some nouns, some names has some similarity with some verbs. The word Ahmad as a name simply means the one that appreciates God most, the one that thank God most. That's why it's among the names of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam is Ahmad, that is the one that appreciates Allah most, the one that appreciates Allah the most. And his name Muhammad simply means the one that is being appreciated, that is the one that is being glorified also. And also when you say Mahmud, simply means somebody that is also being praised, being glorified. So, but the word Ahmad simply means the one that glorify Allah the most. So that is the meaning when you look at it from the angle of being a name. But when you want to look at it from the angle of being a verb, that is a fi'lun, so it means Ahmad, that is I thank Allah. Like Ahmadullah, I thank Allah, I appreciate Allah. When you tell me Kaifa Hans, how are you? I can simply tell you Ahmadullah, I thank Allah. It means I thank Allah. And if I want to say he thanks Allah, I will say Yahmadullah, he thanks Allah. And if I want to say we thank Allah, I will say Nahmadullah, we thank Allah. Can't you see in our Muqaddimah when we used to say Nahmaduhu wa nasta'inuhu wa nastaghfiruh, that is we thank him and we seek forgiveness from him and we seek help from him, nasta'inuhu. So Nahmaduhu, we thank him, we appreciate him, we glorify him. So this is what that means. So the similarity in these names make them being a mamnu min as-sarf because they have similarity with some verbs. That is fi'lun if we want to talk Arabically. Okay, that is that. So the next word, the scholar of this, the author of this book listed some names, Ahmad as the first, which means the one that glorify Allah the most. If we want to have the meaning as a name, I mean ismun. But if we want to look at it from the angle of being a verb, fi'lun, so we say Ahmad, that is I appreciate, I am appreciating, I am thanking, that is I am thanking Allah. The next one is Anwaru. Anwar, if you look at it from the name angle, you will find out that it means Anwaru, that is something that is more illuminated, that has more lights, that is that has the most light, the most illuminated. Okay, but if you look at it from the angle of a verb, Anwaru, Anwar, you will find out it means like Anharu, that is I lighten the place. Like I'm saying I lighten up a place. So this is what it means. Because it has a meaning from the verb side, I mean the felon, so it also has its meaning from the name side, I mean the ismun. So for that reason, this makes it part of the mamnu min as-sarf. So you don't give it kasra, instead you give it fatah. The next word, the next name is akbar. That is akbar, the most great, the biggest. Like when you say Allahu Akbar, that is Allah is the greatest. So for this reason, this means Akbar. If you look at it from the angle of being a name, that is Ismun, you say Akbar means the greatest, the biggest. Okay, but if you look at it from the angle of being a verb, you say Akbar, that is making him big. That is, you are glorifying Allah, like you are saying, oh, Allah is big. Akbarullah, I make Allah big. Like you are praising Allah as the biggest, the greatest. That as in you are praising Allah as in is the greatest. So Akbaru, I praise him as the greatest. So the next one is As'ad. So also it has these two similarity. That is, you can categorize it as a name. You can also make it a verb. As'ad simply means the most successful person. As'adu. As'adun nas, the most happiest person, or the happiest person, the most successful person. If you look at it from the angle of being a name, ismun. But if you look at it from the angle of being a verb, that is, you say as'adu, I make him happy, I make him successful. Like you say tas'adu, yas'adu, nas'adu, and so on. This is a short explanation of these names. Whatever name that you found in this category, found that has a alif hamza at the beginning and has other three letters, these names are categorized as mamnu min as-sarf. That is, those names that will never take kasra, but instead they take fatah. Mafhum? Tayyib. And the next one with this similarity, ha, abyadu, aswadu, and the likes. These names doesn't has a meaning when you look at them from the angle of being a verb, but the similarity in construction make them among the mamnu min as-sarf, because they have the alif hamza at the beginning and has other three letters, just like the Ahmad, the Akbar, and the As'ad that we explained earlier. So this similarity in construction make these other names too be among the mamnu min as-sarf. Example, according to the author, Abiyadu. Abiyad simply means white. Aswadu. Aswad simply means black. Ahmar. Ahmar means red. Asfaru. Asfar means yellow. Akhdar. Akhdar means green. And Azraq. And Azraq means blue. So these names also, because of their similarity in constructions with a verb, makes them among the mamnu min as-sarf. Those four names that we mentioned before this, the Ahmad, the Akbar, As'ad, and the likes, has two similarity with a verb, the similarity in constructions and also there are meaning to those names in both name and also verb. That is, in both noun and verb. Both as ismun, they have a meaning, and also as fi'lun, a verb, there has a meaning. So this make these names among the mamnu min as-sarf. But these ones that we are reading now, the abyad, aswad, akhdar, asfar, and the rest, the colors, this only has similarity in constructions. So for them having Aleph Hamza at the beginning and has other three letters, just like in some verbs. So this make them among the mamnu min as-sarf. Please get that clear. The first four names, Ahmad, Akbar, As'ad, and the rest, has similarity in two angles with verbs. The first one in constructions, also because of their meaning. They both has meaning in verb and also in noun. That is, as a ismun, they have meaning, and also as a fi'lun, they have a meaning. So for that, they are categorized as mamnu min as-sarf. But this, asfar, abyad, azraq, and the likes, doesn't has a meaning when you look at them from the angle of being a verb, but because of their similarity in constructions. So this makes them mamnu min as-sarf. And the next category of names that are among the mamnu min as-sarf are those names of non-Arabs, like Williams, like Edward, and the likes. Just think of a name that are not Arabian word. So they are also mamnu min as-sarf. Either a name of person, a name of place, or anything like that that are not Arabic words. So these are also mamnu min as-sarf. Example, William, meaning Williams. Edward, meaning Edward. London, London. Paris, Paris. Pakistan, Pakistan. Baghdad, Baghdad. Ibrahim, Ibrahim. Ismail, Ishaq. Yaqub, Yunus, Yusuf. These names are among the mamnu min as-sarf because they are non-Arabian words. Because they are not Arabic words. So these names are categorized as mamnu min as-sarf. So these names should not have a kasra on them. Instead, they should have fatha. Quranic verses, in many chapters of the Holy Quran, you will notice whenever they are talking about Prophet Ibrahim, Ishaq, Ismail, Ishaq, Yaqub, al-Asbat, you will notice these names comes with either Dhamma or Fatah, and they will never come with Kasra. Another category of this mamnu min as-sarf are those plural form of some names. Whenever the plural form of a name has alif maddi, has the second to the last letter of a name, and the last letter is hamza. That is, this kind of a name is categorized as part of the mamnu min as-sarf. Please note these words, note these rules, so that you won't violate them when expressing yourself in Arabic language or when using the Arabic words. That is, whenever a plural form of a name has alif maddi as the second to the last letter, and also the last letter is Hamza, so this makes it among the mamnu min as-sarf, those names that will never take kasra. When you say mamnu min as-sarf, it simply means a name that will never take a kasra at the end. Example, Agniya'u. Agniya means the rich. That is, the rich people. It's the plural form of geni, that is a rich man, a rich person. When you want to give the plural form of this geni, you say Agniya'u. So having this ya'u, this mud design, as the second to the last letter, then has the hamza at the end, this categorizes it among the mamnu min as-sarf. The next one is asdiqa'u, meaning friends. This word is the plural form of sadiq, meaning a friend. The asdiqa'u has alif maddi as the second to the last letter of the word, and also has hamza as the last letter. So this categorizes it among the mamnu min as-sarf, among those words that doesn't has or that doesn't take a kasra as the last letter. Aqwiya'u is the plural form of qawi, that is a strong person, a very mighty one. Aqwiya means the strong ones, the mighty ones. So it's the plural form of qawi. Wallahu qawiyyu wa antum du'afa. Allah is the mighty. Allah is the only strong one, but all others are weak. So qawi is the singular form of aqwiya. The aqwiya is the plural form of qawi. For this aqwiya'u, having the alif maddi as the second to the last letter and has the hamza as the last letter, this also makes it being categorized among the mamnu min as-sarf. Also, we have atba'u. The word atba'u also has the alif maddi as the second to the last letter and hamza as the last letter. This is the plural form of tabib, that is a medical doctor. So for this reason, this is also categorized among the mamnu min as-sarf, those words that will never take a kasra but instead take a fatha. And if you should notice and study these four names, you will notice that they have alif hamza as their first letter. So the next one we will be talking about now has the absence of this hamza at the beginning of these words, but has the similarity of having the alif maddi as the second to the last letter and the hamza has the last letter. So these ones also are categorized among the mamnu min as-sarf, those words that will never take a kasra. Let's take for instance fuqara'u. Fuqara is the plural form of faqir, that is a poor person. Fuqara then means poor people. So it has alif maddi as the second to the last letter and also has hamza at the end as the last letter. So this makes it mamnu min as-sarf. The next one is wuzara'u. Wuzara means ministers. The singular form of this is wazirun, that is a minister. So for it having the alif maddi as the second to the last letter and hamza as the last letter makes it among the mamnu min as-sarf. Zomala is the next word. So this zomala, the plural form of zemil, which means colleague. So for it also having the alif maddi has the second to the last letter, and the hamza has the last letter, makes it among the mamnu min as-sarf. The last name in this category is ulama'u. The word ulama is the plural form of alimun, meaning a scholar. So for the fact that it has the alif maddi as the second to the last letter and the hamza as the last letter, categorize it among the mamnu min as-sarf, that is among those names that will never take a kasra but instead take a fatha. Hope I'm clear. Maf'um tayyib. The next thing we are going to discuss under this category is those plural form of some names that has alif maddi as the third letter and has at least two letters after the alif maddi. That is, they have two letters after the alif maddi. For example, look at this masajid. Masajid is the plural form of masjid. Masa, that is the alif maddi, is the third letter and has jid, that is jim, and dal as the last two letters. So if any name in its plural form has two letters or more after the alif maddi, then this is also categorized among the mamnu min as-sarf, that is among those names that will never take a kasra but instead take a fatha. Example, masajid. Look at it, for instance. We have mim sin as the first and second letter, but the third letter is the alif. It has a alif maddi as the third letter. So, and as two letters after the alif maddi. So this makes it qualified and being among the mamnu min as-sarf. The two last letters are jim and dal. So this categorizes it and make it qualify to be among the mamnu min as-sarf. So we say masajid is also among the mamnu min as-sarf. So the next one is madaris, that is the plural form of school, madrasa. Madrasa, if you look at it, it has alif maddi as the third letter and has two other letters after the alif maddi. So this qualifies it to be among the mamnu min as-sarf, that is schools. The next one is fanadiq. Fanadiq, which is the plural form of funduk, that is a hotel or hostel or a boarding house. For the fact that it has alif maddi as the third letter and has two letters after it, makes it qualified to be among the mamnu min as-sarf. Mafhum tayyib. Makatib. Makatib is the plural form of maktabun, which means a table. Makatib, tables. So makatib, which simply has alif maddi, has the third letter and has other two letters after it. These are the conditions. Please note them. For a word to be in its plural form and has Alif Maddi as the third letter and also have other two letters after the Maddi. This makes it qualified to be among the Mamnu min as-sarf. So Makatib has Alif Maddi as the third letter, also has two other letters which are Ta and Ba. So this is tables. So this makes it among the Mamnu min as-sarf. You will never give it a kestra at the end, but instead you give it fatha whenever it's in place of a kestra. Look for instance this word daqa'iq. Daqa'iq. Daqa'iq means minutes. That is, it's a plural form of daqiqa, which means a minute. So for the reason that it's in its plural form and has alif maddi as the third letter and with the other two letters which are hamza and qaf. So this makes it qualified to be among the mamnu min as-sarf. Mafhum? Tayyib. Hope this is clear. Please take note of these rules so that you won't confuse when you are speaking or writing Arabic language. So this next category are also among what we have said earlier. They are among the mamnu min as-sarf. And for the fact that they have the alif maddi as the third letter and has three letters after it. So they have three letters after the alif maddi. So this makes them categorized among the mamnu min as-sarf. Those words that will never take a kasra but instead take a fatha. For example, we have manadil, that is the plural form of mindilun, a handkerchief. Also mafatih, this is also the plural form of miftahun. Miftahun, which means a key. Mafatih means keys, that is many keys. So this will not also take a kasra, but instead take a fatha because it has the alif hamza. Because it has the alif maddi, has the third letter and has other three letters after it. Fanajin is the plural form of finjan, which means a cup. A cup, C-U-P. So for the fact that it has the alif maddi, has the third letter and has other three letters after it, makes it among the mamnu min as-sarf, that is cups. Fanajin. Fanajin, cups, the plural form of finjan. And the last one is karasiyu. Karasiyu means chairs, that is the plural form of kursiyun. So for the fact that it has the alif maddi, has the third letter and has other three letters after it, makes it among the mamnu min as-sarf. Tamarin, exercises. اقرأ الكلمات الآتية. Read the following words. واكتبها and write them down. ما أدبت أواخر آخرها. Minding and considering the ends of these words. That is, minding their ends. You know what you read after them. And one thing I should add to this mamnu min as-sarf is that despite the fact that they don't take kestra, they don't also take tenwin. That is, you don't put fathatenin, kestrotenin, or domotenin on these words. Generally, all of them, you don't put fatateni ko kasrateni or dommateni. You don't use them on them. I mean tenwin. You only give them fatah or domma. That's all. So that is that on that. It is because some people are asking questions concerning this. That's why I take my time to explain it elaborately, comprehensively. Like example, there is this sister Arabiyyah. She has such a question some days ago. Brother Abdullah, Brother Abbas, and others also asked this question. So that's why I'm taking my time to answer them in details. And I'm sure when they listen to this, when they watch this class, they will be very happy this answer, these questions is being treated justly. May Allah increase us all in knowledge. Tamarin exercises. اقرأ الكلمات الآتية. Read the following words واكتبها and also write them down. ما أدبت أواخرها. Also minding and considering noticing their ends. That is, you should be watchful how you pronounce the ends of these words. In Nahu, in Arabic syntax, Arabic Lugha, Arabic language, we are more conscious on the way we pronounce the ends of these Arabic words. And also, whenever we are asked to read and write in this book, please do that. That's just a way for you to learn and master things. There are no other ways than to write them down, read them often, and do some exercises as much as possible. Muhammadun, we have Muhammad. So Muhammad, we pronounce it with tanwin. Is a male name and has no similarity with the female name. It has no similarity with a verb, so we say Muhammadun, we pronounce it with tanwin. Khalidun, we pronounce it with tanwin because it has no similarity with those names. Maryamu without tanwin. Fatimatu without tanwin. Abbasun with tanwin. Hamzatu without tanwin. Despite it's a male name, but it has similarity with the female name. So we don't pronounce it with tanwin. We say Hamzatu. Masajidu. We pronounce this without tanwin because it's among the mamnu min as-sarf. Kutubun. This is not among the mamnu min as-sarf, so we pronounce it with tanwin. Akalamun. We pronounce this with tanwin because it's not among the mamnu min as-sarf. Yes, this one has alif hamza at the beginning. Just like when we say akwiya'u, it also has alif hamza. Agniya'u have alif hamza at the beginning. But this one never have a alif maddi and hamza or nun at the end. Note that. So this is the difference between this and those ones, those mamnu min as-sarf. You will see that it also has just one letter after the alif maddi that it has. So for this reason, is not categorized among the mamnu min as-sarf. So we say aqlam. So we say aqlamun. We pronounce it with tanwin. Aqlamun means pens, that is pen, the plural form of qalamun. So we have manadil. Manadil is the plural form of mindilun. So for this reason, because it has alif maddi as the third letter and has other three letters after it, so it's among the mamnu min as-sarf. So we don't pronounce it with tanwin, we say manadil. Hamzatu. Hamzatu is among those mamnu min as-sarf because it has similarity with a female name. Masajid. Masajid is also among the mamnu min as-sarf because it has alif maddi as the third letter and has other two letters after it. So it's mamnu min as-sarf. We pronounce it as masajidu without the tanween. Kutubun, we pronounce it with tanween because it has no similarity and it's not among the mamnu min as-sarf. Akalamun, it has no similarity with any of those things we have explained earlier, so we pronounce it akalamun. Despite that it has alif maddi as the second to the last letter, but it doesn't have a nun as the last letter or a hamza as the last letter. Manadil is the plural form of mendilun, which means handkerchiefs. So because this has alif maddi as the third letter and with other three letters after it, this makes it among the mamnu min as-sarf. So we say manadil, we pronounce it without tanween. So it's among the mamnu min as-sarf, that is handkerchiefs. Buyutun. Buyutun is not part of the mamnu min as-sarf. So we pronounce it with tanween. Zumala'u, it's among the mamnu min as-sarf because it has alif maddi as the second to the last letter and hamza as the last letter. So we don't pronounce it with tanween. We say zumala, that is colleagues. London. London is the name of a place, so we don't pronounce it with tanween and it's not an Arabic word. So we pronounce it without the tanween. London. Sufyan. Sufyan is also among those mamnu min as-sarf because it has alif maddi and nun as the second and the last letters. Hamidun. Hamid is a man name that doesn't have that similarity with any of those one we have mentioned earlier. So we pronounce it with tanween. Hamidun. Ahmad. We said this is having similarity with verbs, so it's among the mamnu min as-sarf. Ibrahim is also among the mamnu min as-sarf because it's not an Arabic word. Makkatu. Makkah is also among the mamnu min as-sarf because it's a name of a place. Zainabu. Zainabu is the female name, so it's among the mamnu min as-sarf. Asdiqa'u. Asdiqa is also among the mamnu min as-sarf, so we don't pronounce it with tanween. Mudarrisatun. This is also not among the mamnu min as-sarf. Mahmudun. Mahmud is also not among the mamnu min as-sarf. Baghdadun. Baghdad. Baghdad is among the mamnu min as-sarf because it's a name of a place. Jamilun. Jamil is not among the mamnu min as-sarf, so we pronounce it with tanween. Kabirun. Kabirun is not among the mamnu min as-sarf, so we pronounce it with tanween. Mujtahidun, a hard-working person, so we pronounce it with tanween. It's not among the mamnu min as-sarf. Tawilun. Tawilun is not among the mamnu min as-sarf, so we pronounce it with tanween. Kaslanu. Kaslan is among the mamnu min as-sarf because it has alif maddi as the second to the last letter and has nun as the last letter. So it's among the mamnu min as-sarf. So we don't pronounce it with tanween. Tullab, students. This is not among the mamnu min as-sarf, so we pronounce it with tanween. Tullabun. Fuqara'u. Fuqara is among the mamnu min as-sarf, so we pronounce it without the tanween. Aliyun. Aliyu is not among the mamnu min as-sarf, so we pronounce it with tanween. Qalamun. Qalamun is not among the mamnu min as-sarf, so we pronounce it with tanween. Madaris. Madaris is among the mamnu min as-sarf, so we don't pronounce it with tanween. Juddatu. Juddatu is among the mamnu min as-sarf, so we don't pronounce it with tanween. Mafatih. Mafatih is among the mamnu min as-sarf, so we don't pronounce it with tanween. Madrasatun is school, so we pronounce this with tanween because it's not among the mamnu min as-sarf. Mela'an, that is something that is full, so we don't pronounce this with tanween because it's among the mamnu min as-sarf. Makatib, tables, the plural form of table, so this is also among the mamnu min as-sarf. Qaribun, this is not among the mamnu min as-sarf, so we pronounce it with tanween. Qaribun. Usamatu, Usama is among the mamnu min as-sarf, so we don't pronounce it with tanween. We say Usamatu. Al-kalimat al-jadida, new words. Al-finjanu, the cup. Jam'u, the plural form of al-finjal is fanajin, that is cups. Al-mindil, the handkerchief, so the plural form of it is manadil, that is handkerchiefs. Al-madrasatu, the school, the plural form of this is madaris, the schools. Schools. Al-miftahu, the key, the plural form of this is mafatih, that is keys. Al-masjidu, the masjid, the plural form of it is masajid, that is masjids, mosques. Ad-daqiqa, a minute. Daqa'iq, minutes, that is the plural form of daqiqa is daqa'iq, minutes. Qala, he said. Qalat, she said. Abyadun, white. Ahmar, red. Akhdar, green. Aswadu, black. Azraq, blue. Asfar, yellow. This is the end of lesson 22. Till we meet in the next class. Assalamu alaikum.